Hello and welcome to the JR's Gaming Podcast, where we talk about the rise of Nintendo and what this great gaming franchise has in store for us in the future of gaming, and of course the country from which it was born, Japan. I'm your host, Judah, and I'm joined by podcast member and good friend, Matt, because Rowan is not here today for certain reasons. He'll probably be back sometime soon, but before we start this episode, a few things to address. My apologies on the no episode for 1 week. I've had a lot going on in my personal life, which hasn't been that good. But you know, you've got to be consistent. And I've spontaneously been like, right, we do need to get an episode out. Rowan isn't free. Eli's not free. Everyone's been doing all sorts of things, which we'll go into in a second. But Matt is free. And Matt is a very good friend of mine, and he's a podcast member. And you've saved the day, Matt, because if you weren't able to come to this podcast, then it would be another solo episode with me, myself, and I just sitting in a room doing fuck all. So welcome to the podcast.
Yes, it's good to be back, Judah. You know, I'm always here for you and the podcast, you know. Here we are, saving it as per usual, you know.
Well, it's amazing to have you on, because it's been like, it seems like it's been a long time since I've had you on, you know. When were you last on? A couple of weeks ago, isn't it?
No, it's been longer than that, mate.
It's like a month. Must have been a month.
I think it's been more, to be fair.
It may have, actually, it has been a lot of times past, but Matt is a podcast member, and you guys, people do like you, Matt. You're quite the character, quite the friend, and today's episode is a bit different. It's not the usual episode, so I'm just going to put that out there before we start talking. It's a chill episode, so we're just going to talk about our life and things going on in the world for a chill episode, because that's what it's going to be. Because of course, it's not, you know. Matt's, you know, he doesn't know a single thing about Nintendo.
No, I don't. No,
you don't. But therefore, but he's here for the chill banter and jokes. But anyway, Matt, how have you been? What have you been up to since you were last on? What's been going on in your life, my friend?
Oh, mate, a lot, mate. I'd say that. But you know, we've been doing all right. As you can tell, I'm kind of under the weather at the moment.
Right.
Which isn't always the best. Bit of, I don't know what it is, but
what's been going on? Why are you under the weather?
I don't know. I mean, you were around yesterday, weren't you?
I was around yesterday. I think under the weather is the word to sum up my fucking life right now, bro. Honestly, it's the worst sort of time I'm going through. It's like I can't find a job. So like this week, I've been applying for so many jobs. And a lot of my viewers do know this. I'm unemployed and I'm looking for a job. But it's been a year now. And I got like the seventh email today from a job saying, sorry, no, we're not going to have you on. And it was literally a sock factory job, mate. I applied for a sock factory packing socks called Sock Snob. And Sock Snob, if you're listening to this, all right, I'm very upset.
You're a bunch of knobs.
All right, Matt said it then. Matt said it. Yeah, they were like, "Oh, sorry, but yeah, we found someone else or something." I'm like, "Well, what the fuck? What can I do for a job?" Well, at this point, I don't care. I might just join the mafia.
At this point, what you got to do? Contact Santa, mate, and then basically just go into the stock department there and put a bunch of coal in stockings. There you are, mate.
Contact Santa.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Just do some stockings, mate. You know what I mean? Some coal in the stockings. There you are.
Well, I did actually tell you about that. There was a job for being Santa Claus for £700 an hour, and I understand why. Something like there was some sort of big money like that, £700, something like that, to be Santa, and it's like flexible and everything. But I'm like, no. Like, what if I'm pretending to be Santa and my friend sees me? Like, imagine you're walking down the road doing your shopping, and then you're like, oh, hello, hang on a second, that's not Santa, that's fucking Judah. What's he doing in that Santa suit? Think about how embarrassing that would be. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to be Santa. No matter how much I need a job, mate, I'm not going to be Santa.
You are going to be Santa, mate. The world is calling for you to be Santa. Until you become Santa Claus, you're not going to get a job. It's like, no. Till you go Santa, no job for you.
It's been tempting. It's a bit tempting to be Santa, I'll be honest. But at this point, I don't care. I might be Santa. But I look nothing like Santa. I'm as lanky as a stick that's malnutritioned, mate. I look nothing like Santa. And they were like, oh, well, that's fine. All age ranges and all sizes can join the job. And I looked up, how does a skinny person become Santa? You know, someone with my physique. And it was like, oh, you just stuff a bunch of cushions up your arms and legs. Oh, what's the point of that? Like, you know, I'm gonna
So
be
you look
standing.
even more
No.
better.
I feel like I'm gonna make a bunch of children cry. I'll be like, have you been a good boy this Christmas? And they'll be like, no. And I'll be like, oh, well, you're not gonna get any fucking presents. Then I'll get fired for being rude to the
Nah,
kids.
mate, you'd look at them and then you'd turn around and when they say no, you go, fucking criminal. You are fucking criminal.
You criminal! What did you do this week? I stole some sweets from my dad, Santa. Can I still please be? Nope. Fuck off. You're not getting any
You're on
gifts
the
this
naughty
Christmas.
list. You're on the fucking naughty list, you are. And they're just
No, see,
bawling
see what
their
I
eyes
mean?
out.
See, I don't think you should be Santa either. Then, if that's how you're going to deal with kids, I
Oh,
think it's.
mate.
I'm just
I'm
not.
amazed.
Look, I don't think it would work, bro. Like, I mean,
I have actually been told by 3 women, right,
right,
at
three
once,
women,
right, that I
right?
would be a great dad.
Oh, that's a bit random.
Yeah.
So you've been told 3 times by 3 different women that you'd be a good dad.
Yeah.
So you were just relaxing and talking to them, and they were like, "Matt, you're a good dad.
Yeah.
I
We
want
just
you to
got
be my
talking.
my father to my children."
No. There was actually one. Yeah. No. There
Really?
was one like
So
that. Yeah.
how are you a good dad? Explain to the audience. How would you
Well,
be a good dad?
basically, my morals and what I stand for and everything, and just who
Right.
I am. You know, I mean, I got told that I'm an awesome, caring,
Yeah.
well respected and mannered individual. So that's what would make me into a great father. That's what I got told. So I totally agree with
That's
it.
endearing. That's endearing.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't know. I think you reach a certain point in life, but then when people actually
Mm.
turn around and say, you know, you're going to be a good dad, you're like, wow, actually, you know what I
That's a
mean? It's
compliment. I
just,
mean,
yeah, it hits
on that
different.
topic though, it does hit you, but like, of course, I'm guessing as you get older. I mean, me and you are, we're just reaching our 20s now, and you're in your 20s. I'm 20 next in April. It's like you do think about the future. You do like, would you want to have kids? Have you ever thought like
Oh,
sat down
oh
and be
yes,
like, you know
certainly.
what? So you would
Multiple
like have a
times.
family?
Multiple times. Way before I was 20.
Yeah. So you
Yeah,
are
I've wanted
definitely a
kids.
family man. You want to have some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I certainly want kids. I'm gonna like obviously the whole point of like being a parent,
Mm.
obviously, and it's it's not necessarily to get along with your child, but it's to push
Mm.
your child. It's to see
Yeah.
where you went wrong in life. If you have a child and
Mm.
teach them where you
Mm.
went wrong, give them the best
100%.
advice they have, and then you know what I mean. Like you
Mm.
just hope that they do 10 times better than you,
Oh
because some
yeah.
parents
Mm.
they get jealous about it, but that's not what you're there. You're a parent. The whole point is that you build
Mm.
your child up to be the
Mm.
best person in the world. You know, what I mean, you want that child to be way better than you did. You
Oh
know what I
yeah.
mean? In
Yeah.
education, in everything, so that
Yeah.
then when they don't go through a struggle with life. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah.
Everything's all easy for them. So I take bringing a child up very
Very
serious.
seriously.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I don't see it as a joke. And as
Mm.
Judah will tell you, anyone that you know what I mean brings a child into the world or does something stupid,
Mm.
I don't find a very funny matter.
Oh
I'm very
no.
much against it. You know what I mean? If you bring a child in the world, you've got to be able to
Look after
look
them.
after it. You know what I
Mm.
mean? And have a sense of respect and worth. Because a
Mm.
lot of people don't understand is, you may have fun,
Mm.
you have a child, but it's then that factor of is you always
Mm.
put with ultimatums. So you have the child. Now,
Mm.
now you're between this with if you actually keep the child or if you don't. So that's always going to play with you.
It's
And
always
then,
a dangerous thing.
oh
I
yeah,
think. I
yeah,
think then
certainly.
as an adult topic for young adults, I think there's a huge issue of like sleeping around and
Mm,
getting women getting pregnant, and then they don't know how to look after the child, or that wasn't the plan. That's why it is so important to have your values and also use protection if you're going to do that, because it's with me. I mean, I've got a similar sort of view on it, if you like I'm not a father yet and I'm still quite young, but I've always had this mindset of if I was to have a child, it would be within a marriage setup. That's my opinion, that's my view. Like I've always had that view of I'm going to get married and then I'm going to have my children and I'm going to have like a family, like around them, like a family setup, because it's I think I've got nothing against, I guess people with single parents and things, but someone like me, I've gone through life and I've kind of come up with my own sort of rule of if I'm to have any children, I'm going to be married to my partner, and we're gonna have a family, you know, and it's gonna stay family like that.
Oh yeah,
Because
well
there's so
obviously,
many,
like I say,
yeah,
you know, if you do sleep around, you always put with those ultimatums. So these ultimatums is that, you know, do you keep the child or do you get rid of it? So that's always going to play on you, regardless if, you know what I mean, you like it or not. Because at some point in your life,
yeah,
it may not be right the way, but that bit will play on you. You know what I mean?
you
Because
have
at
to
the
be
end of the
so
day, that is
careful.
your child, you know, and
Yeah,
you've had to make that decision. And then even if you do, and you know you can't look after it, then you're not a part of that child's life. Which then that child hates you, and it's that thing of you want to be, but you can't be in that sense.
you wanna be
You know, so
prepared. You want to be 100% prepared. If you're any of like, to all our young listeners out there that are our age, young adults who want to have children, I would say, you know, we're all young here. We're all the same. Like, we all haven't got children. I mean, some of you have. I don't know what people listening situations are, but from what I know of, like, I've just decided that I'm just going to be 100% prepared. Like, you know, bringing up a child is no joke. Like, a child is a human being, you know, with feelings, and they're gonna grow up. They're gonna remember
oh yeah,
things. You
certainly.
know, it's like, you know, we've all had our fair share of troubles, you know, growing up, and it's like,
Oh yeah.
I think we understand, like, I mean, I do as well, how family is so important. How you're brought up could affect your life big time. Like, there's everyone today, I'd say the main ultimatum of how they are as a person, I'd say 80% of how they are as a person is because of how they were brought up and their family situation. You know,
Oh
you
yeah,
can tell a lot
certainly. And I
about how
mean, I
someone
think
is due to their
yeah, I
family
think
situation.
obviously you certainly touched on it with like having
Mm,
marriage
mm,
and certain individuals, and that's what brings me to my point is that if you have these kids,
mm,
right, you know, and you sleep around,
mm,
it's the fact that this child's either going to grow up without a mum or a dad,
mm,
or whatever the situation may be, that's going to impact that child's life. And that's the thing that a lot
mm.
of people misunderstand is that it may not impact you yourself
But
because
it
you've
will
gone off and
impact the
done whatever
child.
you've done, but
Mm,
you've left someone that
mm,
hasn't really had a choice. It has
mm,
massively impacted them, their life, and what they're
mm,
going to be going through. So, you know what I mean?
mm,
Like for me, you know, being a parent is a very serious thing. It's like marriage, it's like a lot of serious choices. You've really
mm,
got to, you know what I mean, decide, choose, and really act on them. You know what I mean?
mm,
It's not a light decision to make.
mm.
It's a very
I,
serious,
I've
serious thing.
always thought though, like, do I want to have children? Like, of course, you know, it's more of like a thing that we will have to go through. Do we want to have children? I do, but not like, I know I won't be having children anytime soon. Anytime soon, mate. Like, I'm not gonna be like I've got a child. Because it's just like I've just made that decision that children are a hard work. They all are. Like, I was a shit when I was a child. Like, I was a little shit, and like it's just, I know that, you know, if I had a son that was like me growing up, I'd be a fucking, I don't know how I'd deal with him. So I just know for a fact that if I do, and I want to have children, actually, you know, I've always been going backwards and forwards, like, do I want to have children, do I not? And I've kind of come to the decision that if I have children, I'm going to be 100% and totally prepared for it. Like, I'm going to be like, right, I'm going to decide, right, me and my partner, right, we're going to have children, we're going to prepare for it, we're going to have stable jobs, we're going to have bloody, bloody, blah, just so it's all set up for that family environment. Because it's the worst thing is when you rush, I think, having a child. And that's just our opinions, I think, on it. We share the same sort of view. You know, it's very important. But I guess
Oh,
moving on to a lighter topic. I'm fucking rubbish at shooting, mate. You know what? Shooting a gun, it's ridiculous, right? And would you like to explain the story? Because you were there yesterday when me and you were at your shooting range. Because you have a gun and you got your own little. It's not. What's you got like an interesting firearms. You got a gas gun, haven't you? They're called gas guns. So it's
yeah,
like
well,
it's a replica
it's
Glocks. Yeah,
CO2, so it's not like standard green gas. It's
yeah,
it's similar to a BB gun, but
yeah,
it's more like a pellet
yeah.
gun. Um,
It's got little tiny like balls that shoot out like at speed, so you can shoot things.
yeah,
Yeah.
and Judah wanted to have a go, so
Hello.
took him down to range, and you know what I mean, he ran him through a bit of gun safety and how it works, and how to hold and position and fire
Yeah.
and aim, and he's yeah, showed him how it was done. did it like a legend, and
you did.
You know what I mean?
You just got them all in one go. I was like, bro, you were like, this is how you do it, right? You just get the gun, you're like, bang, 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 knock all 10 cans over, and I'm like, right, that looks easy. I get the gun, and I'm just going like, I'm shooting, like, it's on video. I use all like, 11, 12 bullets up. I don't get a single can. And I was like, what the fuck? I swear to God, I had the gun pointing at the can. This was yesterday, by the way, guys. We'll go into what happened yesterday, because I actually met up with Matt yesterday. But yeah, I was around your house, and I've just realised that shooting a gun or getting targets with a gun is not easy from a distance, because I was a fair bit back. But the only time I actually got the cans when I was like standing like 1 foot away.
You've actually just underneath them, and then you were like,
yeah,
so if you got hit this can, then there's something wrong with you, mate.
Well, thankfully I did hit it.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, you did do what was it? A few from what about like five?
I think I got at least 3. I think from a far distance, but that's it. That was after like losing 15 times. Then I got 3. But it's fair. It was my first. It was my first time. But I underestimated it. Like, you actually do need to make sure that everything is positioned perfectly before you shoot.
Of course, I mean, obviously, I think the funniest thing is when I did it, because obviously I was like, this is how you do it, this is how you do it, bang, you know what I mean? You, on the other hand, you've got it in your like, pew, 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 pew. What? Pew, pew, pew. How the f- do you hit a can, mate? How do you hit a fucking can, mate? How did you do it?
It's on video as well.
Can. Pew, 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 pew. What in the world, mate?
It's ridiculous.
Mate, I can't hit the cans. Tell me, how did you hit that can?
It's your impression of me that makes me laugh. I was
like,
it's on video. I've got it on my phone. I'll have to probably put it up on. Alright, you know what? Let's play the clip. Let's play the clip of me trying to shoot these cans. Go on.
Recording, yeah?
I missed.
Don't you worry, Judah.
I'll try again.
Go on, son, you've got it.
I need to get 1 can at least. How the fuck do you get a can? Mate, I'm literally aiming at the... Right.
Stand up straight. Stand up straight. That's it. Keep your head up. You want to keep your head as straight as possible. Your arms do all the movement. Alright? That's it.
Fuck this.
You've got to fucking aim at it, mate.
How you got yours in one go?
Simple, mate. You're not even fucking aiming at it.
The aim is on the thing.
You're not even fucking aiming at the cans.
I'm wasting all the bullets.
Just fucking look bad and aim at the fucking cans, mate.
Right, you know what? I think...
Even the fucking horse is laughing at you, mate.
Mate. What's going on? Okay, and that was the clip. As you can see, Matt was on point with my impression. I was very frustrated, mate. I didn't understand what was going on. I was like, what the fuck? This gun, mate. For those of you on video, you saw exactly what was going on there. I think I like it. I would get into shooting. Like, you know, shooting targets and things. But, like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've shot a gun before, but not at a target. So yesterday was my first time shooting at a target. And I was like, fuck this.
Well, if you want, you can go and actually shoot. There's a range nearby, like a proper range.
There is a range near you. But yeah, you live in of course, we're not going to dox where you live, but you live in a very nice village. And we had a nice day out, didn't we? In your village, we went to the pub. Went down to the pub. We went to the town near your village. That was very nice. You were like 2 hours late, right? So I was wandering around the village being like, oh, fuck, what do I do? There was nothing to do in that town. There was nothing to do. Like, there was...
Well, there's plenty enough for him to do. He's just basically, he had the timeline on a string, right? And all he had to do was just keep it. And then what he did was he put his fingers in it and he just mangled it around and he fapped it, didn't he?
I didn't fuck the string up. I didn't fuck nothing up. Yeah, you were on the phone. You were like, you messed up the plan. You were here later than planned. But I texted Matt, like, I was like, look, I'm in the car. Right, I'm at the station. I'm on the bus. And then I call you up at the village and I'm like, right, Matt, where are you? You're like, oh, I'm in bed. I'm like, what the Matt? And you're like, what, I'm in bed? And I was like, no, you're not in bed. And you're like, yeah, I'm in bed. And I was like, right, that's it, mate. You're having a time of your life, though, having a mug, weren't you? You're just like, right, I'm just in bed. You wait there for 2 hours while I get a shower. I was like, a shower? You having a laugh? A shower?
Yeah, exactly. He was getting mad about me having a fucking shower. A shower. You know what I mean? I'm a respected man. You know what I mean? I have status and I'm known by people. I can't be walking around looking like an absolute mug or a tramp, can I? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could have had a shower fucking 1 hour before. You woke up at 5 a.m, mate.
Yeah, and the point being that you had a line and you fact it. You
I didn't
fact
lie. I
it
didn't
up.
fuck up no line. I
You,
didn't fuck
you
up.
put a left, you put a fucking right, you put a fucking up down.
To be fair, you did get there in like I think an hour and a half. Like
Well,
an hour
yeah,
and a half
yeah.
after me. I had a nap on a bench. I was waiting for you.
And then obviously got upset because someone disturbed him having a nap on a bench. They did.
Yeah.
They thought he was a homeless man, and he was like, "I'm not a homeless
I'm not.
man.
I'm not.
I'm Matty Oliver Twist, mate."
It's the UK. The people just don't leave me be. I was having a nap on a bench, enjoying my nap, right? Woman comes up. You all right? I was like, what? Yeah, just fucking jolt a bit. I was, yeah, she was like, you all right? I was like, yeah. Like, you know, I was like, well, why are you asking me? I mean, I don't know. Did I look very ominous? I don't know. I was literally
I feel like, I suppose it just depends. I feel like if you're crying on a bench while you're laying down because your best mate's not there, then of course someone's going to come up to you and just be like, you all right?
Yeah, I was bawling my eyes out. I was like, yeah, I was bawling my eyes out. Then that wasn't. No, I wasn't. I was actually just. I don't know. I must have like I passed out.
I don't know.
I
think the best ones for me was when I was on the phone and I was mugging you off. Even when I was in Melton and I was like, I see you, and you were like, how do you see me? Where are you? Where are you? I was like, look, waving at you, and you were like, I don't see you. I was like, I'm not. How do you not see me? You were like, no, I'm looking, mate. You're not there. And I was like, I am not. He was like, where are you? Where? In front of everyone, and this man is looking super hard. He's doing all these silly little dances, dancing about, looking around.
So explain what happened. So you were saying to me, basically, you mugged me off several times, as all British mates do. He was like, right. He was like, I'm there actually. I'm joking with you. I'm actually in Melton. And I was like, oh, thank God, you're in Melton. Great. And then after like leading me on, I was like, so where are you? You're like, I'm coming around the corner. Got you. I'm not actually in Melton. I'm still in bed. And I was like, right, Matt, I'm gonna fucking kill you. That's what I'm gonna do. I was like, what? How do you do this? How do you do that? Oh mate,
what, mug you off?
Yeah, it's so annoying. Like I was like, great, okay, never mind. He's joking. He's actually here, and you were like, actually no, I'm not.
And then the funny thing is, when I was actually there and I was walking up to you, you didn't even see me. You thought I was mugging you off. You were like, no, you're not. You're not in there. I was like, mate, I am.
And then
I'm
you
right.
were. Yeah, when you actually arrived, you said. He said, you're like, I'm right, I'm coming around the corner for like the 6th time. And I was like, no, you're not. You're not coming around the corner. You're like, oh, he actually is coming around the corner this time. I was like, you know what I mean? He's like, you're like Cry Wolf, because you like to just joke about so much. So, well, I don't believe you, but when the actual time you actually tell the truth, I'm like, nah. And then you just get me out of the blue.
Because half of it was quite funny because I was actually in Melton that was going on. I was in Melton and I was walking through the park. Speaking to him and mugging him off about where I was.
You were.
And I was coming up behind him, right? And then when I was actually outside the park and I could see him, I was like, turn around. And look, you were like, I'm looking at the park. I was like, no, you're not looking at the park. Look at the park. He was like, I'm looking at the park.
And there were 2 parks. There were 2 parks. I was looking at the second park.
Right park. I said,
why didn't you look at the right park, mate? You should have told me which park it was.
I did. I turned around and said, I said to you, I was like, listen, look to your left. And you were like, oh, well, I'm looking at the park. I said, look to your left, this park. And you were like, I'm looking at the park.
Yeah, but I didn't know there were 2 parks.
I went, look at the park. Do you not see me here? I'm literally crossing. And then you were like, you actually at one point looked at me and you were like, where? I don't see you. I know.
I felt so stupid because I thought you were mugging me. I thought you were still in bed.
And then eventually you actually see me and then you were like,
and I was like,
wait. Actually, no, you are. You are here, yeah.
I've always said this though. If only someone had a camera and was filming us as friends, like it would be a comedy gold TV show.
Yeah, it'd be a very emotional thing because it would be funny and emotional because of our conversations, they're deep. So you know what I mean? Like, I have very heart to hearts, and people be like, "Oh, such respect."
And then you'll switch it up by
like
just slapping me silly.
Switch it up, and it'll just be like, "No, you fucking speak to me, you can."
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
No, we will. Yeah.
Oh, mate, it was a good. We'll go through what we did. It's just good to have you on the podcast because, like, I mean, our audience can probably tell me and you alternate between deep conversation to joking about. We went to Wetherspoons, didn't we? Which, of course, is the number one good chain of pub in the UK. And I went to Wetherspoons, ordered myself a rum. No, I didn't order myself a rum. I ordered myself a whiskey, actually. I had a nice whiskey. I started off strong. You got yourself a nice pint of beer. And you had a burger that you absolutely enjoyed. You were like, you know what? This burger. You know what I mean? Where it's like, you know what that is? Bloody lovely. That's bloody nice, you know. It's like, you were like that. You were like, this burger. You're like, you have to, this burger's so good. And I was like, of course it is, Matt. Of course it is. And you're like, this burger. Oh, this burger's amazing. You looked at me and you're like, you know what? I was like, what? You're like, I might have another burger. And I was like, great. I'm on the beer all day.
Yeah, I nearly ordered for England now, man.
You did? Oh, yeah, not that again. Matt, you're a fat twat, you are. You have the entire stomach of you have all the British food in you do. I mean, and to be honest, you do have the best food like choices, I'll be honest. Like when me and you like hang out, you always get a nice selection of food, like either a doner meat and chips or a good McDonald's, but you love your Mackies. I don't think anyone's going to stop you from eating Mackies. No matter how many health professionals are like, nope, it's bad for you. You'll be like, no, you know what? Eat my shit. I love my Mackies.
Yeah, my backhand does all the talking. They say that. I said, did your mother never give you a clip round the back of your ear, son? Mackies beat me like that. Beat me like that again.
I think we should tell the viewers why you're speaking like a Cray brother. Like from the Legend. Me and you watched the film Legend because like Matt likes the film Legend. I'm from East London. Matt's only friends with me because I'm from East London. He hates everything else. He only likes my accent. That's why.
Nah, I don't even like his accent, to be quite honest.
But even though he puts one on every fucking 5 minutes because he's impressed, he's impersonating me all the time. You're like, yo, mate.
Like that. I have to speak like that so that he understands, because Londoners are weird, man. They're weird people. They're weird creatures. Even the police officer says in the film, and I quote to you,
yeah,
Cockneys. They'll kiss a gangster, but they won't speak to the police. The Cockney.
Oh no!
I don't think I can say.
He was like, yeah, you can't say the word.
Yeah, no. yeah. I thought. No,
you were like, oh no! I think we have said that the C word a couple of times in this podcast, but
they've had to be edited out. Judah and his editors have been absolutely astounded with some of the language that they've had to work on. It's
poor editing team, which is
sometimes
me.
they actually come to me. And they look at me and they go, how does a man swear this many times in 1 second? I say, listen here, mate. You know.
That's the editor's me. You know, I've got to go through all the episodes, and the amount of you guys see the cut version. Like, there's so many times that me and Rowan, Eli, you, whatever, sat down and recorded. There's so many shit that comes out of our mouths that we're like, you can't put that in, you know. And it's like, all right, and we're like, you know, we have to redo it because it's just how a podcast is. It is all relaxed. Like 90% of what you see is what we say, but sometimes one of us will say something outlandish, and you'll be like, we'll both look at each other and be like, right, that's not going in. That's not making.
Yeah, or sometimes when we need to get a tissue to blow our nose, like now, when Duda has to go edit because I'm about to walk off.
No, because when I blow my nose, it's the worst. And I'm a streamer, right? And every time I have to blow my nose on live stream sometimes because I've got a nasal issue with my nose. I'm basically I think I've got an issue where I'm constantly blowing my nose because I'm allergic to like dust. And it's like and so I'm constantly having to blow my nose.
It's like, unfortunately, I hate to say this, my room was a bit, and I mean a bit dusty. My room was kept very nice, actually. I love you.
Your room was nice. Your room was nice.
And there was a little bit of dust, just like on one of like my work desks. It was just like a bit caked up, needed a bit of a dusting. And to be fair, you weren't actually bad. You're worse around your house than you were in my room.
Oh yeah, here's the thing. To be fair, your house was fine. Like, I think I've been to dusty rooms and I'm fine. Like, there's dust everywhere. You can't avoid it. Like, my room, to be honest, like, because I've just been so stressed out with life at the moment, I've not had time to, like, clean my room. But right now, I'm looking at my windowsill, I'm looking at the tops. They're fucking dusty. Like, very dusty. I don't know how I survive. I do need to give my room a good clean. I do need to give it a good clean, to be honest. But, I mean, I don't know. It's just, I've actually got a condition that I need to get, like, medication for. It's just like, it's like having a constant cold, but I've not got a cold.
Or you have one of the best jokes Judah's ever had, and he loves this joke. He absolutely loves it, don't you, Judah, right?
What's
And he
the
goes,
joke?
sure you'll be alright at those nightclubs. They're rather dusty.
Oh no!
You love that.
Every
That's
time
the
you're
only
like,
thing.
every time you get the group to go clubbing, you're like, Judy, you'll be all right. I'm like, why? No, the thing is, I'd explain the story. Like, I told this to my mum, and she was laughing her head off. Because Matt's a joker. I don't think you guys, all the people listening to this episode, know that Matt is a joker. He just jokes about at 24/7. He's either deep and emotional, conversationalist, or he's joking about. That's why he's a podcast member, because we need him. We need him on. His charisma. But, yeah, like, I told you for the first time that I was allergic to dust. And you looked at me, and you were like, oh, Judah. And I was like, what? You're like, you sure you'll be all right in the club, the nightclub? I was like, what do you mean? Quite dusty in there, isn't it? I was like, Matt! I was like, come on, man, you can't be doing that. That's making me feel stupid.
Because mainly at first when he said it, I was just like...
That was a good joke, though.
I was just like, I know. I was just like, you're allergic to dust? And you were like, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, shamefully, yeah.
What fucking baloney is that, mate? He's dumb. Who the fuck's allergic to dust? Nah, you're messing about. And then he was like, no, I am. So I was like, well, will you be all right then? And he was like, all right, what? I was like, the nightclubs. He was like, yeah, why? And I was like, because I'm like this. And then he was like, mate, mate, you think you're funny, mate? That's not funny, mate. They're not actually that dusty, mate. I'll have you know, mate. Yeah, he got...
No.
He went from being fairly insulted to laughing his head off, and then when his mum laughed at it, it was like, "It's not funny, mum. Don't you laugh at his jokes like that?"
Oh no, yes, you're quite funny. You are to come out with things like that.
Sorry to interrupt the episode. I'm Rowan Fern, the co-host of this podcast. If you're a regular listener to our podcast, you would know that me and Judah love to hear from our community. Every single week, we read out your comments and questions on the podcast. One viewer wrote in telling us how they found their wife directly through the popular 3DS game, Pokemon X. Bloody hell, you don't hear that every day. You can become that viewer by writing into our podcast email, jrsgaming135@gmail.com. That is jrsgaming135@gmail.com. I know all of you hate ads, so on with the show.
But yeah, on a different topic of talk, we have some new family members. I say that as if my mum's just given birth to 6 children. No, she hasn't. Not humans. We bought axolotls. Axolotls. They're so cute, mate. Honestly.
Are you sure you said it right this time?
Yeah, axolotl. What? Did I say it wrong before?
Yeah, you said it wrong this time as well.
No, I didn't. It's an axolotl.
No, you did.
I didn't. What did I do?
You said it wrong. You went axolotl.
Axolotl. Right. You know what? Don't you tell me how to pronounce my T's. Axolotl. Oh, bollocks. T's and P's. I am a posh man. No.
I don't believe it.
Don't. He's mugging. Look, listen, I will not pronounce my T's. I'll be lazy. I'll be the laziest person.
You'll be a London scam.
I'm going to never pronounce my T's. And you can't change that. So it's an axolotl, right? Understand?
It's an axolotl, like the lottery, is it? Is it bloody lottery? No, the axolotl.
I went
that local corner shop to get the axolotl, mate, and you wouldn't believe I woon 100 quid, mate. 100 bloody quid.
Alright, anyway, so we did get some axolotls. And to be honest, there's 4 of them. They're very cute. They're a weird animal. You've seen them, but I actually showed you what they look like, didn't I?
Yeah, they are. Well, to be fair, I don't find them very weird. I actually quite like them. They're cute, though. They are cute.
Oh yeah, they're very cute.
They are like, you don't think about it until you look at the face, and then you're like, oh. And then you realise I'll rip your head off and shit down your neck, and then you're like, mate, you know what I mean?
They're not that vicious. I mean, they're very mellowed out. But bloody hell, they're fast. Like if you try and feed them, they eat worms, they eat meat and stuff. They're like they just go bang, like like as if they haven't eaten in weeks. Well, they just like smack.
Well, if they eat worms, does that mean that like you can feed them a part of yourself then?
That's enough.
Don't
roast me on my own podcast.
I can't.
Enough. See what I mean? This potato
you'll have a mental breakdown. Yesterday you were like, mate, I don't know which way's up or down at this point.
All right, enough. So,
fucking criminal you are.
But yeah, I fed them. We feed them worms, and that's just it. The tanks in the living room. We're gonna get a bigger tank though, because the lady we bought them off, The tank's like far too small. It's like cramming 4 people into an elevator and expecting them to live in there. So it's like, we're just gonna have to get a bigger tank.
Well, I mean, I'd be fine with it as long as I have my Mackies, mate. You know what I mean?
Trust you to bring Mackies into a conversation that did not involve Mackies. McDonald's. Jesus
Christ.
I
mean? McDonald's, if you're in this, give me a bit of a shout. Give me a
sponsor. We will sponsor us, McDonald's. We need a sponsorship. Matt, he eats you every single day. What is it? Come on then, while we're on the topic of McDonald's, we might as well talk about it. So, otherwise you're going to keep on bringing it up. So, what's your favourite McDonald's meal? Have you ever had a McDonald's meal or a deal where you're like, oh, that's orgasmically nice?
All that, you see, now you're putting me, mate. I've had a lot of food in my time, mate. You know what I mean? We're talking nearly 21 years of eating, mate.
I can tell. Look at your stomach, mate. It keeps self-rising like self-rising flour.
Oh, so... mate, it does. It's enough. I'm basically like Kung Fu Panda.
So, you sure you've not got a meal that you're like, that was nice? You just can't remember.
I think the box standard good one is obviously the Big Mac. You know what I mean?
Of course.
You get a Big Mac, you add a bit of bacon on there, then you're sorted, mate.
Yeah.
I've had the double quarter pounder with barbecue sauce. That was very nice.
That is nice.
I think they just literally called it the double quarter pounder with barbecue sauce, but it's or like the barbecue quarter pounder. That's all it was. But yeah, no, that one was very nice. But when they did the international burgers, they were nice. They did like I think it was a Swedish one. They did an Italian one, and they were all nice. The festive
Super Mario burger. Super Mario burger.
What are you talking about?
Italian. You just said Italian. Why do they call it the Super Mario burger? What? Why not? That's a good name. Super Mario burger. And on the advert, I'll be like, even Super Mario himself enjoys it.
This is what happens if you let 6-year-olds run McDonald's. You have people like Judah.
No, that's an amazing idea. Right, if you're going to have an Italian McDonald's burger, right, and you want to get the children in on the burger, right, because it's McDonald's, right, Super Mario burger.
They just called it the pizza. They called it the pizza burger.
That's the most lamest name you could ever call a pizza burger, mate. Why don't you... Look, come on. The pizza burger. The first thing you think of when you think of Italy is pizza. So they're like, right, we're going to make a burger.
Why it makes sense. Because
pizza
if you
burger.
Yeah, but you think about it. You can't criticise pizza burger. Is the most standard
call it something
boring
else.
name. Well, no, because it's like then your name, Judah. It's the most box standard boring name.
Alright, Matt. Alright, Matthew, Matt. There's about 600 Matts that I know. Jesus Christ. Listen. You gotta understand, though. Okay, is it really? No, Matthew is spelled with 2 T's all the time.
Yeah, and how's mine spelled?
2 T's?
No.
Munty? No.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, fair enough. All right. How's that unique? My Matthew is different than every other Matthew because I'm losing a T. Yeah, that sounds lame as well.
First Matthew.
No. Oh, how are you gonna explain that to? Be like, what's your name? Matthew. They'll be like, oh, Matthew. All right, Matthew. You're like, no. Before you think anything else, it's got 1 T missing. That makes me all the more special.
Because if you think about it, when you actually say it, you know what I mean, you've got Matthew, like that, is technically how you would pronounce it with the 2 T's, because it's Ma and then Thew at the end. Matthew, right? But mine's actually Matthew.
Yeah, but who's going to be like, Matthew? Who's going to make that connection?
What's in the Daily Bumper, the name Judah? I've never in my life.
Well, exactly, you've never heard of the name Judah before, but...
No, Judah.
I love how you're fighting for your life with your name. You're like, no, it's probably Matthew.
No, basically what it was, is that Judah actually changed his name.
Really?
His name used to be Judas, right,
Judas?
from the Bible.
No, it's Judas from the Bible.
Yeah,
no,
but he was also... So people called him Judas.
It's ridiculous. The amount of times people call me Judas, though. I actually haven't changed one. That's a joke, by the way. For those who don't understand sarcasm. Don't confuse the non-sarcastic audience that don't understand sarcasm. because I am not called Judas. And that is the one pet peeve I have about human race, right? Is when people call me Judas. If you meet me, right, I don't care if you're a fan of the podcast and you say, hello, Judas, I will fucking punch you in the face, right? And I don't care.
He's a big
I'm not a big sausage. I will do it. I will do it through and through because I am not Judas. I am not called Judas. It's Judah with a H. It's always been like that. It's never been Judah.
Greg's sausage roll is what.
No, he's not. No, your belly's
as
soft as
the pastry from there. He's a big softie. He's a teddy bear, really.
Yeah, that's you though, isn't it? Every time I give Matt a hug, I'm like, fucking hell, I'm hugging 600 Greg's sausage rolls here.
Oh, but that's why you like hugging me, don't you? Go there. You like the taste of a good sausage roll, you dirty boy.
You have to do that, you absolute. Oh, dear me. But yeah, I don't know where we got there from axolotls. But yeah, there's Super Mario Burger. No, Super Mario Burger. Like, come on, would you eat a Super Mario Burger? But no, I want the pizza burger.
No, to be fair, I like the name, but I think it'd have to be super, wouldn't it? There'd have to be something that makes it super.
The Super Burger. They'll put a Mario hat on top of it, I don't know.
Nah, mate, it's got to be like, if you call it a Super Mario Burger, I'm expecting some fucking space stuff to be put in there, mate.
Space?
You know what I mean? I'm expecting some wizardry shit. I'm expecting some salt bait on that bastard. You know what I mean?
So, what about like a free Mario game? I don't know, something in there. I don't know, like a Mario.
Oh yeah, mate. Well, I'll just buy the fucking Happy Meal then, won't I? You know what I mean? Free Mario game. You know what I mean?
What if they had they made the burger, right? The bread. They engraved on the bread Mario's face.
No, you see, I was thinking that, but then.
And they made it really Italian. So instead, it's just a bunch of Italian ingredients. It's like the Super Mario Burger. I don't know. It's
to be fair, the only real thing that they did to the burger, from what I can remember, was they literally it was like some spicy Italian cheese. It was like pepperoni on there, and it was a bit of an odd one, very odd.
Okay.
Yeah, they had like pepperoni and salami, I think, on there or something like that. And
that sounds nice. It does sound nice.
It was like some different types, so I think it was like a marinara sauce on there. Yeah.
Well, I remember one thing McDonald's did do, and I don't think they do it anymore. It was like, they always do special sort of things for a certain amount of time. It was the little sticky tickets. Remember that was last year, I think it was, where they'd give you a little sticky ticket. It might have been, and you would always get something free, like a free coffee or a free burger. All you need to do is give the little ticket in, and you'll get that. What are you
talking about here?
Do you not remember? How the fuck do you not remember that? That was last year.
What are you on about?
There's little sticky tickets. They're the little stickers, and
what
you would
stickers?
have. Well, the little remember that you don't. Surely, no, not on my own podcast.
Yeah, the Monopoly
Don't back
stickers.
Stupid. Yeah, that's it. The Monopoly stickers.
Yeah. Of course, I know what you're on about.
Yeah, exactly. So don't act stupid like you don't know. You're the king. You're the one that's gonna make McDonald's go bankrupt from ordering them with them so much, right? So don't act silly, right? They're off. How do you? They still do them?
Yeah, it's on right now. I've won. Actually, I won £75 off of a holiday.
Oh, but you never used it, did you? Did you use it?
No, it's still valid.
Oh.
I just haven't used it yet. So yeah, basically I've got £74 off on Jet Easy holidays, mate.
Oh, well, that's pretty. I mean, look, you can win a car as well, a Nintendo Switch. Oh, there's all sorts of things you can win.
I've got 2 free apple pies.
That's what I mean. See what I mean? You can get free stuff.
You know what I mean? Because like, who give you? No offense, but who the fuck gives you an order, right? And a choice that says a bunch of fruit, a fruit bag, or an apple pie. Of course, you're going to go with a fucking apple pie. Who the fuck's going to go with a fruit bag? You know what I mean?
Who's going to have a fruit?
Unless you're the next Jeffrey Dahmer, then you're going in there going, oh yeah, mate, I'll have a fruit bag, mate, over the apple pie. You criminal, you are. You're nuts. You're fucking nuts.
No, it's the apple pie, bro. I love the apple pies at McDonald's. I think it's either a love or hate. People don't like them, or they do like them. That's what I've noticed. Like I think I've had a couple of mates being like, "No, you ordered apple pie." I'm like, "Fuck off." It's lovely.
Exactly, mate.
Yeah.
Fuck off, headbutt. There you are.
No, don't. No, you like it. Don't you tell me what to do. You like your apple pie.
Oh no, I do. That's what I'm saying. Like if they say, "Ooh, an apple pie," you just go right. You go, come here.
Yeah, oh no.
Yeah, fuck you. Bang, headbutt, mate. There you are. Right. Oh, sorry about that. Why sleep on the floor, mate?
This is proof this is a British conversation. This is just average talking to a British geezer. This is. You know what I did last week? I booted his head in. That's what I did.
I showed him a bit of the cobblestone. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we had a bit of a chat. God. We had a bit of a, let's say, disagreement of sorts, and my head kissed his face, and he just started to look on the floor for a bit with his eyes closed.
Deary me.
Bit shocked by that. But
moving on though. So that's sort of before we end the episode, a bit of last topics. I don't know what to do. I'm going for a shit time right now because I can't find a job, and this is the 6th time I've probably mentioned it on this podcast. But like, I'm just blooming fed up of it. Like, I'm blooming fed up of applying and applying and applying for jobs and getting nowhere. It really does annoy me. Like,
do you want to know why that is?
This is, if you're gonna mug me off, I'm gonna smack you right here and now. So say why?
Well, if you genuinely think about it, it's like your accuracy. Shit, isn't it?
Shut up.
You know what I mean?
Right, that's it. The end of the episode. Bye-bye, everyone. I'm joking.
If you can hit the cans, you can hit the jobs. Easy win. You know what I mean?
No. But you're lucky you have a job. I don't. And it's like...
It's what it is it's determination on what you want. The thing I suppose with you is that honestly you're confused in a serious matter. Like you're unsure of what you want to do. There's so much stuff you want to do that you're worked up. You know, you're pent up. You're like, oh, I want to do this, but I want to do this, but I want to do that, and I want to do. You know, instead of just having like a thing of like going, okay, limit it down. Is this?
Oh no, I've noticed though. There's no like getting into any of what I want to do. Like trust me, I've tried everything to this point where I've given up on trying on radio. I've tried so many times, and they aren't letting me in. So I was like, right, I'm just gonna have to go to the basics. Get my foot in the door, so to speak. So I've tried to apply for factory jobs. Silly things like stacking shelves. Doing basic things that you would as a young person to earn money. And I've still not got anywhere, and it's bloody annoying. It really is.
Well, it's simple, right? And I feel like the reason you got turned down from the sock factory job, wasn't it? Yeah. The reason is because I haven't made you a free elf, have I? You're not a free dobby. I haven't given you a sock.
There we go again. You are
Harry Potter is dead. What?
He is dead. Harry Potter is dead, so let's move on. So that did annoy me. I was like, fucking hell, it's a sock job.
Well,
I'm a passionate man. I'll pack socks away for you. They're like, no, sorry, we found a better sock packer. I'm like, you know what?
I find that highly doubt. I doubt that. I do. I find that bollocks because I tell you now, I'll just have Jude around here and he can sort. You know what I mean? He can unstitch me socks and.
No, just packing socks away. Like, come on, I had faith in myself.
I'll pay him Asian rates.
Asian rates? What's that? £1 an hour.
Yeah, £1.20 an hour. There's these rates, you know what I mean? Per sock, it's £1.20.
I'm not folding your socks, mate.
You're going to be making all from hand.
Well, to be honest, it's not all at a loss. I have got an offer from a job. Of course, I'm not going to talk about it too much yet because things are still getting finalised. But big YouTuber. I might be editing for him. I'll be working alongside YouTube. But that is one thing. But it's not like, it's not like tons of money. Oh, and it's not, well, again, there's not much I can say at the moment because it's just kind of all in.
Listen, mate, you're not the Statue of Liberty. You are at liberty to stay here, mate. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Oh, wait, does everyone see that? See that plane? Yeah. Going over Judah's head.
What are you on about, Statue of Liberty? Don't make me feel stupid.
I don't need to do that. You do that enough for yourself.
Right, you know what? I'm about to end this episode right now.
I love you, really. But no, basically, I was just saying that, you know what I mean? You're not the fucking Statue of Liberty because you are at liberty to disclose.
Yeah. Oh, no. We're on a live podcast. I can't say certain shit. Of course, like I cut off camera. Like, I'm sure you already know. I've already told you off camera what the details are.
Yeah.
But of course, for you guys, it's not yet public information. So,
if you want to know, apply, become a member. It's kind of rubbish because Judah doesn't pay me.
Shut up. Okay, so of course, if that goes well, I will be updating all of you guys on who the YouTuber is. And of course, if I get the job. But again, even if I do land that job, which is looking likely, it'll be a part-time thing because it isn't, enough to live off. It's just like a bit of money here and there. So I'd need to get another job to coincide with the editing job. So, yeah, man, I don't know. Listen, I've just got to say this to everyone else listening right now. If you're in the UK right now and you don't got a job, you're not fucking alone. I'm struggling.
No, you see, this is something. And I know this is a bit off topic, but here we are with it, right? And people that are foreign from other places, please pay attention to this because this is how British people say it. The fucking weather, right?
The weather.
Yeah, the fucking weather, right? Yeah,
the weather.
Rain.
There we go.
Rain. Bloody amber warning for rain. Absolutely mental. Absolutely bloody mental. Mate.
It is.
So
it actually is tipping it down.
Anyone is looking for a job like Judah, get yourself working and making umbrellas. You get a fucking job, mate.
Make an umbrella. There we go. You solved the job crisis in one go. Make umbrellas. That's it. I love how your belly is just sticking straight.
It's actually.
But make umbrellas. That's what we need to do now.
You're from London, aren't you? And the thing about London culture is that they've got this big sense of Mary Poppins. So umbrella making is
Mary Poppins.
Yeah, it's big. You know what I mean?
You know what? Have you ever seen Mary Poppins? I've never watched Mary Poppins.
He has. He's bloody lying. But
I've never watched it.
People in the comments, right? People of all over, please comment. Do you think that Judah will be taken away by an umbrella like in Mary Poppins?
I don't know what this joke is with Mary Poppins being taken out because I do not watch her.
You do.
It was on the TV. It was on the TV when I was a kid, and I was like, "What the fuck is that? That's boring. It's a woman with an umbrella. Like, who wants to watch that?"
Because it's simple, right? Yeah, Judah is like Oliver Twist as well. You know what I mean? He's like,
don't go near that Oliver Twist. I've already been told that before. When I was a kid, I did sound like Oliver Twist because of my high voice.
Sir, and then your dad would always come over here and be like, "More, bloody more, boy." You've had enough bloody porridge for one day. No, but off to bed, boy. One meal a day is plenty.
All right, Jesus Christ. Oh, right. Before this episode goes down south, let's have a question or a comment this week. Of course, this week, we've skipped the question of the week. We'll leave that for when Ryan comes back on. But we've got a comment. We're now reading out your comments on YouTube. So I thought I'd read out the latest comment that we've got in for this week. And this week, we have a comment from the user, Senox I. Riley. And they say, "Wow, you predicted the Minecraft movie trailer in September 4th, 2024. And they're going to release the movie in April 2025. I was waiting for someone to say that, and of course, Matt, you will talk about that because you've actually seen the Minecraft movie trailer as well. Me and Rowan did talk about the Minecraft movie when it was first discussed. When they leaked the information into the public eye that we're going to be releasing a movie in the next 2 years, 3 years, we were like, no, that's going to be shit. Like, you can't make a movie out of Minecraft. And we just kind of just said our opinion straight right there and then. And obviously this viewer's picked up on it and said, wow, you predicted it. And now here we are with the trailer. And guess what? It's unbelievably shit. So, I mean, I want to ask you why you're on this podcast because you have seen it. And you've not yet shared your opinion to the audience. I've already said this with Rowan. It's an abominable looking thing. It looks awful. It looks like you've got a bunch of actors, right, and just stuck them into like Minecraft. It looks like a fever dream. It looks shit. It looks awful. The acting looks rubbish. Like, Jack Black just pops on, "I am Steve," in a blue jumper that you wear when you've got nothing else to do in your life. I'm sorry, but that movie, bin. I'm not even going to watch it.
Yeah, but you've got to admit he does look like Steve. You know what I mean? He looks like he looks like the reason that his name's Steve is because he looks like the standard geezer walking around named Steve. You know what I mean? When you think of a person named Steve, you just look at Jack Black and you're like, yeah.
I know it's just ironic that he's just got a jumper on out of Sainsbury's. I don't know. Like I personally think, and I'm going to stick to this opinion before I ask you your whole opinion on it. I think that it should have been an animated movie, and they should have voiced the characters because that would have been a lot more better than actually getting real people involved. I don't know. What's your opinion on it?
I do agree with you on that, but I feel like the problem with a lot of directors and a lot of movie writers and all this is that the fact is that they're trying to take a lot of... So there's obviously been a few. I'd say the main one that I've noticed is Enchanted. Yeah, I mean, so it's like Sonic the Hedgehog, Mario, and Enchanted. But like the main ones that have come from games, really known from games, and then they've been, turned into movies. And now I feel like we're coming into this generation where a lot of movies will now be made off of games because they've brought out like the Borderlands ones, and I just feel like you need to tone it down with that because I feel like, at certain points, you can't make a movie out of something like Minecraft, especially in the mannerism that it is, in the sense of it being real. And then you can't just mix it. You can't mix it. I feel like what you've got to do is you've got to, you've got to make it animated. You've got to make it fit because I don't really feel like... You've got everyone that's square, but then you've actually got like the main characters, none of them are square. You've got Jack Black that's round.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He hasn't got anyone
yeah.
square.
I mean, it's like, you know about the game Animal Crossing. It's like trying to make a movie out of Animal Crossing. A game that's just to do whatever you want in it. Like an immersive where you can do this and you can do that. It's like a simulation game with not much of a storyline. That's what Minecraft... I mean, you have got the Ender Dragon storyline, but it's just like, I've never seen Minecraft as a movie, and I don't think it ever was supposed to be a movie. And now they've just ruined it, like in one big go. And I think it's the biggest flop of all time. And I'll be honest, they are going to have an audience, and that audience consisting of 6-year-olds. They don't care. Right?
So yourself is going to be included in that audience then?
You know what? No. Of course. The cat's out the bag, yeah, I'm 6. No, I'm joking. But, so I think young children that don't give a fuck will watch it. But the hardcore die-by Minecraft fans will be very upset. And they are.
Yeah, so basically like Eli, like Rowan.
Yeah, like Rowan.
Very upset. Like, I've got nothing left now.
I mean, like Tommy Innit, though, one of the biggest streamers for Minecraft. And Dan TDM, right? Well-respected YouTubers. They brought up a lot of us in our childhoods. They both stood up for the movie.
That's your opinion, isn't it?
Yeah, but you don't like them. Ooh,
no, I'm just saying it's just your respected opinion that's wrong.
Well, they've not ever done anything wrong, have they? They've not been
like... But your opinion is wrong, isn't it?
How's my opinion wrong?
Because you said it.
Shut up. Do you want my fist to meet your face?
Oh, wait, listen, mate. That's my catchline.
Anyway.
See, I'm that good that he has to steal stuff from me.
No, this is why I don't like recording with Max. He just has to mug me off every fucking 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Did you notice this, Judah? You didn't go to India when I blew.
Jesus. But yeah, I don't know. What I was trying to say is that I've seen people trying to stand up for the movie, and I think they should just call it out for what it is. Rubbish. I don't agree with opinions saying it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway,
we brought back with a sponsor of Ready Salted Crisps.
Snack Right. Sponsored? No, I'm joking. Not sponsored by them. But anyway, that's for today's episode, guys. I'm sorry it wasn't the usual format. It wasn't much gaming news at all here. But yeah, of course, Ryan has got some stuff going on that he's got to deal with, so he'll be back, I think. That's as far as we know. We'll keep you updated. But my apologies on our last missed episode. I hope this fills in and you guys enjoyed
hopefully,
it.
You know what I mean? Like this, I feel like this episode is just here for people that, you know what I mean, want a bit of understanding of why I haven't uploaded, and you know what I mean, just to chill out. You know, I feel like it's a good way to get back into it. You know, people are going to chill out, they're going to listen, they're going to let the voices be heard, and that's what we want. You know what I mean? Everyone just have a nice chill. Kind of to hear us You know what I mean? Be like all here, there, hey. Oh, look at that fake sun coming down to set, Judah. Bloody hell, mate.
Yeah, I need the lighting needs to...
Yes.
Anyway, so, yeah, I look flipping like I've just received a prophecy from God himself. But anyway, there we go, that's better. Anyway, guys, thank you very much, Matt, for coming on. You've definitely made this episode a lot more lively, as you usually do, rather than
Hopefully,
just a solo.
that's a good thing.
Yes, thank you very much, Matt, for coming on. I'm sure you'll see a lot more of him in the future as well, guys. But until then, until the next episode, please send in your questions and comments to jrsgaming135@gmail.com. And please subscribe or follow us whatever platform you're listening from, and leave us a 5-star rating on podcasts or wherever you're listening from. This will help us out greatly and get the podcast around. Our socials will be in the description below: our Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, website, and Discord server, where you can just talk to all of us. Matt's in the server as well. Everyone's in the server. And TikTok account, which is now up and running. Go follow that for shorts and clips. But until then, it's a goodbye from me.
And a goodbye from me.